Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. How's it going? I'm going to do a little stream on this Obi-Wan backlash and stuff like that that's going on. So I was going to do a video, but I figured I would just do a stream because it would be easier and I don't have to go through like the editing and all that stuff. And plus it also has a lot more to do than just this main topic. It really has a lot to do with Star Wars, pretty much in general. If you want me to be completely honest, you guys coming in, smash the like button and do all that great stuff over there. But yeah, so pretty much what's going on is there's some negativity going on with the Reva character. I'll pull it up here, and a lot of people are backlashing on Moses Ingram, and the backlash between her character, and a lot of it is in fact racist and all that stuff. And then Disney responded and all there. So I'm gonna read Disney's response. There are more than 20 million sentient species in the Star Wars galaxy. Don't choose to be a racist. We are proud to welcome Moses Ingram into the Star Wars family and excited for Reva's story to unfold. If anyone intends to make her feel unwelcome in any way, if anyone intends to make her feel in any way unwelcome, we have only one thing to say: we resist. Here's the thing about this whole situation. So I watched Obi-Wan. I liked Obi-Wan a lot. Like, I really liked Obi-Wan a lot. I had a lot of problems with it. I wouldn't say a lot of problems. I had like 3 problems with Obi-Wan. She is definitely one of the problems with Obi-Wan. And it has nothing to do with the skin color. It has nothing to do with any of that. I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic. I don't care if you're Namekian, you're a Saiyan. I just don't give a fuck. Klingon. Like, I don't care. Vulcan. It doesn't matter. So I don't care. There's a problem with her. She doesn't fit the role of what I think of when I see Star Wars, in my opinion. It has nothing to do with her race or anything like that. I watched it and it felt off to me. Something felt off. It was her acting that felt off. Had nothing to do with her skin color. It was all about her performance. And it didn't come off very Star Wars-ish. It came off more like CW-ish. And you look at Star Wars has a feel, has there's a feeling with Star Wars. And with her character specifically, it just felt as if I can't put my finger on what the issue actually is. It felt like everybody was in a Star Wars universe, and then someone went and grabbed her out of another universe and like plopped her down there. And it just feels very, very awkward. Like, everything about her character feels very, very awkward in the show, and it has nothing to do with Moses Ingram being black and the fact that Disney comes out. The Disney statement does bother me quite a bit, actually, because Disney thinks if anybody, their statement down here, there are 20 million different species in the galaxy. Don't choose to be a racist. That's first of all, if anybody knows anything about Star Wars, what is the Empire basically based off of, okay? Does anybody know? Anybody in the Star Wars universe who follows Star Wars for a long period of time, does anybody know what the fuck the Empire is actually based off of? Anybody? That is right. Nazi motherfucking Germany. That's why in the original Star Wars trilogy, they're all white males. That's right. Give yourself a round of applause if you guys guessed that. And of course, over time, they added, females and different people of color into the Empire because we live in a more diverse world. Fuck what the original thought process of, Star Wars actually was, but we're going to add different shit in here, blah, 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 blah. So I just want to put that out. I don't like how Disney automatically says, hey, if you got a problem with this, you're racist. Well, I'm not racist. And I do have a problem with her character. Her character just feels not right. It does not feel right, right? There's a disturbance in the Force, and it comes in the name of Moses Ingram. You know, I have no, and if you want me to be fair, I mean, I felt that way about all three of the Inquisitors that I've seen in this show. None of the Inquisitors, from the Grand Inquisitor to the Han from Fast and Furious being Inquisitor, you look at the Inquisitors in the novels, comic books, and Rebels TV series, these people do not fit they don't seem like anything of the Inquisitors at all. You know, so the actress' life is ruined. I don't think her life is ruined. Okay, John Boyega's life isn't ruined. Now, here's my thought process. Right, I think there's a large community that are bashing her, and I think, yes, I do believe that a portion of that community is 100% racist. I do. I think it's racist. But to sit there and assume that just because we have criticisms of her character and the show so far, it's not that we're racist. We're not racist. To me, I felt like Star Wars, and I'm representing my Star Wars shirt. It's actually at the point now where I don't like talking about Star Wars. It's not fun talking about Star Wars. It just isn't. I used to be able to go to school or hang out with my friends after school or at work and just talk about Star Wars all day. I could talk about anything with Star Wars. You kind of can't do that now because we had a stream on Sunday on Storms Live. We were talking about Obi-Wan, and Fatal J came in, and it turned into an argument. Everything has to turn into an argument because people believe a certain thing that they believe, and they refuse to look at it from a different point of view, right? And the thing is, I try to look at it as common sense, you know? And I'm going to call Fado out a little bit here, you know, when he sat there in the stream and he said, Obi-Wan's not acting like Obi-Wan. He's acting like a fucking coward or whatever. You can go back and watch it. Fado, I love you, by the way. But he's like, Obi-Wan's a coward. He's acting like a coward. He's in hiding. What do you know what the definition of hiding is? If the government today would disband the basic law enforcement, right? If the government today said from this point forward, the law enforcement will be run by the military, all law enforcement will now be hunted by the government and is disbanded, right? Do you think cops will go out of their way to help people? No, cops are going to get rid of all their shit and they're going to go in hiding. Okay, they're not going to what happened to the Jedi is based off of what happened during the Japanese Revolution. Okay, George Lucas taking a lot of inspiration from all different things around the world, right? One of the things is Jedi is basically based off of spiritual and samurai influences. During the Meiji Revolution, when the Japanese government was going from the shogunate to an actual government, they disbanded the samurai and said it was illegal to carry swords and the samurai were hunted. Okay, this is historical facts. That is what Jedi is based off of. Samurai didn't go around saying, oh yeah, I'm going to help you. It doesn't make them a coward. They're hiding. If you go and do certain things, then by definition, you're not hiding. So if Obi-Wan would have helped this twinkle toe cocksucker, it would make Obi-Wan a fucking idiot. Now, the last time I checked, Obi-Wan wasn't an idiot. Obi-Wan went to Tatooine with a mission, and he is there to protect Luke. So people that have a problem like, oh man, they're making Obi-Wan a coward. The motherfucker is in hiding. Do I have to pull a Danny and look up the definition of hiding? Hiding, to stay concealed so no one knows you're there. That's the definition of hiding, guys. Look it up. Nowhere in the definition does it say pull out your lightsaber and help every single motherfucker that needs your help. That is not the definition of hiding. The Jedi are being hunted by the government, so they're in hiding to stay alive. That's why Obi-Wan refuses to help anybody. Has nothing to do with, and if you think that's a mark of cowardice, then you're not using your fucking brain. Like some of the complaints for this show is just baffling me. It's just baffling me. Now the whole Moses Ingram thing, yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure that there's a majority of people that thinks, oh man, it's because she's black and I don't like her because she's black. I'll tell you what, it has nothing to do with her being black. It has something to do with she doesn't feel like she belongs in the Star Wars universe. Even seeing her in this picture there's something about it. Like she doesn't seem to belong there. It's just something about it. Something about it. Now, a lot of the Inquisitors wear masks. The Seven Sister or whatever, they wear masks and stuff. If they would have gave her a mask or a helmet to wear, and then when she's in front of Vader or whatever, she'll take it off and stuff, maybe that would help a little bit. But right now, she just feels like she got plucked out of CW. Like she's supposed to be in Riverdale. They plucked her out of Riverdale, and are like, okay, we're going to put you in Star Wars. And she doesn't feel like she's in Star Wars. She doesn't feel like they're in Star Wars. Star Wars was something that I used to love to talk about all the time. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button, too. We got 38 people watching and only 13 likes. And we got the stream boss here on the bottom if you guys want to chime in with super chats and ask away. But Star Wars used to be something I absolutely used to love and look forward to all the time, every time. And then slowly over the years, right around Last Jedi is when I kind of just gave up talking about Star Wars, especially here on the channel. And it's not because I don't like Last Jedi, because a lot of the people's arguments are so idiotic and stupid that I can't comprehend. And it ain't worth me raising my blood pressure trying to explain to people who don't understand because they don't want to understand. Why is Obi-Wan acting like a coward? Well, I guess it might be because the motherfucker's in hiding. You ever thought about that? Definition of hiding: to be concealed, to not be found. Okay, last time I checked, whipping out your lightsaber and dropping it like it's fucking hot doesn't count as hiding. What counts as hiding is say nothing, do nothing. That is that is the definition of hiding. To say nothing, to do nothing. Stay concealed. That is your mission. To survive. Okay? To survive. I'm just saying. I am just saying. That is the definition. Okay? It just makes no sense that people's argument is Obi-Wan is acting like a coward. The motherfucker's in hiding. Oh, the Obi-Wan I know wouldn't do that. People, like what the fuck you mean? The dude's in fucking hiding. It's the same argument. The same argument with Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker wouldn't do that. It's been 30 motherfucking years. 30 years. Nobody is the same person from 30 years ago. I'm not even the same person I was last week. So let alone 30 years ago. People think where they left off in one thing, they pick right back up. And they don't actually understand, well, there was like 30 years between that. Shit kind of goes down. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the comments are fucking idiotic. The one that got me the most was Obi-Wan acting like a coward. Because the man is in hiding, he is acting like it makes zero sense. 0 cents. It doesn't make any sense. Come on, guys. Let's get that likes up. Let's try to cross 20 likes here. It makes 0 sense. To me, what bothered me the most about Obi-Wan, there was two things that bothered me. One was the Reva character, because she feels like she belongs in a completely different show. Right? Maybe an MCU show, something like that would fit her actress range a little bit more. Or maybe she should have been coached a little bit more. Or it comes down to the directing. I don't know exactly. It just, there's something wrong with it. She just doesn't really fit the mold of what I feel Star Wars, like she doesn't feel like Star Wars. Something about it. And the other thing is the lack of Star Wars music in Star Wars. Lucasfilm has the entire library of Star Wars music, yet they continue to not use any of it. This is a show about the Empire hunting Jedi, yet we did not hear the Imperial March once. We did not hear Vader's music when Vader was first shown on the screen. It's just different Star Wars cues. If Star Wars, Clone Wars, and Rebels by Kevin Kiner can score those shows and integrate John Williams' music into new music, then why can't these Disney shows do it? Mandalorian, fucking Boba Fett, Obi-Wan. Why can't they integrate Star Wars music? That is a very important part, is Star Wars music. I thought when we saw the teaser trailer and they played Duel of the Faith, I was like, oh man, we're in for it, man. They're going to go back. This is going to be the first thing to feel like Star Wars in a long time. And it dropped the ball. It doesn't feel like Star Wars. It doesn't feel like Star Wars. You know, we just crossed 20 likes, so thank you guys for smashing that like button. I see a lot of people in here. The most dangerous place is inside a person's own mind. The T1000 said, good point, Rob. I'm always on point, man. What's up, Poe? How are you doing? I don't like the, this is coming from Jan. I don't like the character either. That said, I'm not going to go off on her Instagram. Well, whenever people message someone on Twitter or Instagram and just harass them, like that's just stupid. That's low. Like, I hated the 2016 Ghostbusters. I hated it with a bloodthirsty passion. Nowhere did I go on Leslie Jones' Twitter or Instagram and like, you ruined this, blah, blah, blah. I was like, nope, this sucks. I did a series of videos on it saying that it sucked, and I moved on, and I like to pretend that movie doesn't exist. But people that actually go out and attack Kelly Marie Tran and John Boyega and Moses Ingram, to me, I think that you're crossing a line at that point. You know, these are still actors being paid to do a job. We don't have to like what they do, and we have all the right to express our hatred or dislike for what they are doing, but we don't have the right to go and attack them personally. My opinion, right? I did not like her as, maybe her character makes a dramatic turn, but the first 2 episodes, no bueno, guys, no good. I just did not like it. It did not feel like Star Wars. It felt like there was a disturbance in the Force, and it was her acting, and she felt like she belonged in, like if she was in like Hawkeye or She-Hulk or a Marvel property, I'd be like, all right, cool, right? She can kind of fit that mold. To me, it felt like a CW or Marvel character was transported into the Star Wars universe. Well, hello there, Nindroid. How are you? There's something about her that's very lackluster. There's something about her character. We got 50 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Smash that like button. If you guys have a comment or anything you want to put in, you can throw in a super chat and it'll pop up. I got the stream ball shit there going on right there. And then we can talk about that. But there's just something about her character that is off, and I can't explain what that is. You know, her acting comes off like projected. It doesn't come off like, I mean, this is a character that the Inquisitors are tortured souls and they're hunting Jedi, right? She comes off very wooden, if not, it's really hard to explain, to be honest with you. Her character is not good. Any character development that we're going to get with her, I don't really see it changing all that much to make her character that much better. General Grievous, General Kenobi. General Grievous. General Kenobi, yes. But there's definitely something with the actress. It could be just a miscast. You know, it happens when you miscast somebody. I don't think people have the right to attack her just because of her skin color. Just like I don't think they have the right, I don't think Disney has the right to release this statement saying there are more than 20 sentient beings in the Star Wars galaxy. You don't choose to be racist. Don't choose to be racist. And I do have a problem with that quote because, like I said a few minutes ago, anybody who knows anything about Star Wars and what Star Wars is, Star Wars takes a lot of different elements from the world's history and uses it to the story, right? It's a story about coming to age, you know, the great adventure, going out on your own and seeking this adventure. It's the Empire is based off of Nazi Germany. That's why the original Empire was all white male. They didn't have aliens, they didn't have people of color, they didn't have women. It was white males because it was based off Nazi Germany. The Jedi are a combination of wizards and samurai. The samurai was disbanded during the Meiji Revolution and was hunted by the Meiji Empire when the Meiji government was established over the shogunate. That's the reason why the Jedi were once the guardians of peace, like samurais were. And that was before the government, the empire, the Meiji government. They hunted down the samurai. Now, obviously, the Meiji government isn't the empire, but it's the same premise, you know? So why would the samurai help people or continue to carry their sword when they're being hunted by the government that they were once heroes and revered in feudal Japan? And then during the Meiji Revolution, the samurai was disbanded. The Jedi were once the guardians of peace and justice in the galaxy before the Dark Times, before the Empire. So why would Obi-Wan go, yeah, I'll just whip my lightsaber out and help every motherfucker on Tatooine? You know, it makes no sense when you're in hiding. When you are in hiding. So, like I said, I love Fatal J. Fatal J is a good dude, man. But when he was on the stream, my blood pressure was getting to a whole nother level of high, trying to explain some of the idiotic criticisms of this. Now everybody is entitled to their opinion. Fatal, like I said, I love you, man. You're entitled to your opinion, but I don't think you're looking at it at a logical thing. You think Obi-Wan, like if anybody thought that Kenobi was gonna be picking up right after Revenge of the Sith and Obi-Wan's, yeah, I'm on Tatooine, red, blue, purple, rain, blah, 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 with lightsabers and shit. That's not gonna happen. This is a guy who they lost. He literally thought he killed his best friend / brother, cut his arms off, and watched him burn, then went to go take his son in hiding on Tatooine. If you think this motherfucker is the same fucking guy from Revenge of the Sith, then you're wrong. You go through some shit in your life, man. This dude is in hiding. He has a mission from Yoda. He's got PTSD. And when he finds out that Vader is still alive, that Anakin's still alive, it's going to fuck with him. So I just don't understand a lot of the criticisms of the show. My only two criticisms, once again, has just been Moses Ingram just doesn't feel like she fits the part of this story, as well as the music, man. The lack of music just bothers me. And the Leia stuff, I don't understand why people are having a hard time with the Leia stuff. Makes so much fucking sense, right? It would make sense that he would go off-world to protect Leia because Leia is the twin of Luke. She's also going to be Force sensitive. Not only that, he is friends and has much respect to Bail Organa. That's why he took the mission. Also, in A New Hope, when Leia did the recording, she said, "Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope." Once you, I believe the actual quote was like, "You once fought with my father in the Clone Wars. Once again, I need you, blah, blah, blah. Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope." Well, in that message, it sounded like she met Obi-Wan before. By doing this, it makes it sense that, yeah, she did meet Obi-Wan before. That makes sense. That's how she knows who Obi-Wan is. Not only that, it makes sense to why, in the sequel trilogy, why would they name their son Ben if she never met Obi-Wan in her life? Well, that's because she did meet Ben. He saved her, so she named her son. There's a lot of stuff. I just don't understand why people continue to focus on the negative and not focus on the actual stuff, you know? It baffles my mind to no end, and it kills me. It kills me. It really does. We got 52 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get over to 30 likes. Bro, Kenobi's boring. Well, here's the thing. If you don't like it, don't watch it. That's simple. It's really that simple, guys. If you don't like something, don't watch it. Guess what? I watched the first 3 episodes of Moon Knight, and I was like, you know what? This isn't for me. So you know what I did? I went and I stopped watching it. It's that simple, guys. It really is. It doesn't take, sending out racist messages to people or going on YouTube and doing hate crimes and shit like that. It's very quite simple. You don't like it, just don't watch it. It's really that simple, guys. If you think, what did you think Obi-Wan Kenobi was going to be? Right, like I'm baffled by what these people actually think these shows are gonna be about. A Jedi in hiding on Tatooine. Oh man, this is gonna be action packed. It's gonna be dope. Blah 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 blah. What the fuck did you think it was gonna be, man? Huh? Like, it doesn't make no sense. You come off very uneducated and very ignorant when people say stuff like that. Just like the oh man, the Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight isn't gonna be nowhere near as good as the Revenge of the Sith fight. Well, I fucking hope not, because let me see. Anakin and Obi-Wan in their prime at the height of the Jedi versus Anakin, who's got every one of his fucking limbs cut off, caught on fire, Obi-Wan, who's been underneath a rock for 10 years, I would assume the fight wouldn't be as good as the one when they're in their prime. That's like that's like if Michael Jordan's like, I'm going to come out of retirement and play in the NBA, and then some asshole, some deity goes, well, he's not going to be as good as he was in 93. Well, I would hope the guy who's been gone forever wouldn't be as good as he was in his prime. Like, do you guys, do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like, do you understand? Like, do you get it? Like, some of the complaints here, it doesn't make any sense. It does. If you don't like the show, you're completely entitled to your opinion. You don't have to like everything. But you know what you can do? Not fucking watch it. For example, Star Wars Resistance. I watched 2 episodes. This obviously isn't for me. It's for 4 and 5-year-olds. You know what I did? I stopped fucking watching it. You know what you guys don't like Obi-Wan? You know what you can do? Stop fucking watching it. It's very quite simple, guys. This ain't rocket science. I promise you. No one needs a degree in law to figure this shit out. You guys can get this. Robert, you are aware that the news of Rupert Friend not watching Rebels or G.I. Roll turns out that he did, in fact, I have no idea what you're talking about. Confirmed in a Collider article where they interviewed Star Wars Celebration. I don't know what you're talking about there, Big Black Bear. I don't know what you're talking about. Nindroid says, the 5th brother looks weird, just like the Great... All the Inquisitors look weird. All the Inquisitors look weird. How the fuck do you... Nindroid, what's the name of that alien race? A Powan? Right? They have long heads with ridges in their neck, right? Right? That is... No, Robin, you take it easy, okay? You take it easy, right? How the fuck do you make the Grand Inquisitor? The Grand Inquisitor is the Palin, right? And then they take him and they make him look like me, right? It's like, hey, boom, paint his ass white and give him a red lightsaber, and be like, I am the Grand Inquisitor, but fat. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, right? And those are little details that Lucas would pick out. George Lucas would pick out those little details, right? He would make sure that all the stuff was done correctly. And that's what I miss most about Star Wars, is the eye for details. George Lucas would be like, well, no, that's not right. His head's got to be a little bit... And there's no reason why they couldn't do it. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Palin and Revenge of the Sith was a practical effect. But all the Inquisitors, they look like dollar store Inquisitors. That's what they look like. It's like they got the Inquisitors on sale at Dollar Tree for 50 cents each, right? That's what the one Inquisitor, the 5th brother, is supposed to look very menacing and stuff like that. He's the Asian dude from Fast and Furious who had too many chips, right? All the Inquisitors look so odd. So odd in this series. It really, really does. I don't get it, man. And it's the eye for detail is where they're messing up, guys. It's the eye for detail. The lack of Star Wars music. The lack of actually looking at stuff. Robert's blowing a gasket because people aren't enjoying Kenobi. That is false. That is absolutely false. And obviously, you are not smart enough to understand what I'm actually talking about. So people like you are the deities that I'm referring to that don't understand, right? You look at the overall, but you don't break it down to the actual source of the problem. I don't care if anybody likes Kenobi, right? I mean, I'm on the fence with Kenobi, so why would I care if nobody likes Kenobi? I don't give a fuck. You can watch what you want. If you want to watch I Love My Little Ponies and jack off with fucking herbal oils and stuff, you do you, bro. I don't fucking care. I don't care if anybody watches Kenobi. I'm just trying to explain to you how some of the actual complaints make no motherfucking sense when you actually think about it. That's my problem. But there's people like you who come out with stupid ass fucking shit, and then you think you're fucking slick and shit. That's the problem. People like you. People like you. We got 66 people watching. Can we cross 30? 30 live? Attention to detail is important. Attention to detail is very important, Walter. And welcome. How you guys doing? Alrighty then. But yeah, I used to love talking about Star Wars. I don't like talking about Star Wars no more. It's gonna be really hard to do Storm Live every Sunday talking about Star Wars when again, Book of Boba Fett. I wasn't a fan of it. I thought there was a lot of problems with Book of Boba Fett. You know? There's still a lot of hope and potential for Star Wars music in the later episodes, especially during the epic upcoming scenes. Maybe. The fandom absolutely sucks, Walter. The fandom absolutely sucks. It's an awful fandom, man. It's an awful fandom. They complain all the day, and it makes you, when you're a fan, not even like you like, hey, you like Last Jedi. Oh, you're a moron because you like Last Jedi. It's like, you know, I'm entitled to like what the fuck I like, man. Fucking Nindroid likes Rise of Skywalker. You don't see me busting his balls. Just because I think it's a hot mess doesn't mean he doesn't have to like it. You can like whatever the fuck you want to like, man. Well, get healthy, Walter. Get healthy. That's just important, man. We just crossed 70 people watching. If you guys can smash that like button. We got the stream boss here. So every super chat eliminates the stream boss. You know, you guys can send in questions, whatever you want to. We've been streaming for what? Oh, man, it's been 30 minutes already. Damn. I didn't think we were going to have 70 people watching on this one. But, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff was bothering me. I wanted to talk about this whole Moses Ingram thing that was going on, and Disney's response to basically calling people racist. And then I wanted to get into some of the issues I've seen people complain about when it came to Star Wars. And it's really just a whole thing, to be honest with you. And I don't understand where a lot of this backlash is coming from. And some of the comments and complaints I've heard, to me, just doesn't make any sense. Again, you're entitled to your opinion. You don't have to like everything. Then Joy said, and I know it has problems, so don't call me a shill. I'm not saying they're a shill. People that say shill don't even know what shill really means. You know? So it's a whole thing, Nindroid. It's a whole thing, brother, man. It's a whole thing. People don't understand diddly whittly, man. They don't understand diddly whittly, bro. Don't understand diddly whittly. Don't understand diddly whittly. But yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad how far Star Wars has fallen. And like I mentioned in Storms Live to Fatal, you know, the stupid and idiotic complaints that are easily explained. Oh, we got my boy Rome, man. My boy Rome threw in a super chat. My boy Rome recently married, man. What's up, Holmes? How you doing? How you doing, bro, man? Talking Star Wars is the same realm as taking politics and religion. What the fuck happened? That is true. That is very, very, very true. And it gets to the point where you talk politics or religion, man, you're going to piss off a bunch of people. You talk Star Wars, it's going to piss off a bunch of people, bro. It's the way it is, you know? But, I mean, at this point, what else can you do, man? Star Wars is something I used to love talking about all the time. Anytime I can make so many videos just talking about Star Wars because I love Star Wars, right? Like the way people like Marvel and DC, Star Wars is what I love. That's my passion, right? That's the thing I have a lot of knowledge for. But you know, the problem is there's so many people out there that hate Star Wars now. It just makes it not fun to talk about Star Wars because the hate is so bad out there. And a lot of the hate and criticism, you know, it's not valid. You know, some of the criticism, like, and the one I keep going back to, like Fatal going, you know, they made Obi-Wan a coward. That is not a valid comment. It's not valid because he's in hiding. He's supposed to act that way. So just a bunch of stuff like that. And I even mentioned the Fatal, you know, on the show live. I was like, people like him is the reason why George Lucas sold the company in the first place, because people like him that bashed him on the prequels, and again, listen to my words. People like him who bashed the prequels. I didn't say he bashed the prequels because he's like, I like the prequels. I'm like, I didn't say you didn't like the prequels. I'm saying people like you the way you're complaining right now. People that did that with the prequels is the reason why George Lucas sold the franchise in the first place. People have always bashed Star Wars. This isn't new. When the prequels came out, bunch of people bash Star Wars. The problem is the internet wasn't as big as it was today, and you didn't really get to see all the hate and stuff as prominently as every time you turn on the damn screen, you see Star Wars hate and Star Wars racist and woke this and woke that. Well, back when the prequels came out, the internet wasn't like it is today. I can't just go on my phone and be like, oh yeah, Star Wars woke. It's a much different time now. It's a much different time. And again, people like that is why George Lucas sold it in the first place. Yes, dude, have I seen people versus George Lucas? Absolutely. That's what I'm referencing. Right? If you go and watch that and see how people treated the man, you would sell your shit too. And they're still not happy. They're still bitching. And the people that were bitching like, man, I wish we had George Lucas back. Well, you never fucked it up in the first place. You would have George Lucas back. So it's a whole thing. It's not good. And a lot of this stuff is just, it's ridiculous when you break it down and actually look at it. You see these fans just constantly attacking it over and over, and it gets to the point where you don't want to watch this shit no more. Right? Because people are always fucking complaining about something, right? And another complaint was, we didn't ask for an Obi-Wan show. We didn't ask for this. We didn't ask for this. What the fuck you mean? You don't ask for anything. A studio buys properties, they make stuff because they think there's a market for it. That's how it works. That's how business works. People produce products because they think there's a market for it. Ewan McGregor got asked all the time, when you come back as Obi-Wan, when you coming back as Obi-Wan. So then when they actually do an Obi-Wan show, oh, nobody asked for an Obi-Wan show. What the fuck you talking about? Nobody asked for anything. It's a business. They're producing product. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to actually close out the show here. But I want people to actually listen to this and hopefully understand what the hell I'm trying to say, because it gets to the point where I'm just tired of talking about Star Wars, and it's something I love, and I never thought I would say that because people, the way they think with shit, it pisses me off. Thanks, Rome, so much for that super chat. I definitely appreciate that. Of course, like every little bit always counts and helps out a lot. Thank you guys so much. Love each and every one of you. Hopefully I made a little bit of sense today. Thank you guys.